Well, this has captured the imagination of all sports fans, not even just hockey fans. If you're a fan of the Bruins or the Flyers, you're going to be interested. If you're an NHL fan, you're going to be interested. But if you're a sports fan, we're seeing this is something that just so captures the imagination. Who would have thought, as quickly as we have, that we have, for all intents and purposes, taken over New Year's Day from what had been a day for college football?
And just this venue, Fenway Park, I mean, you did Wrigley Field last year, which I think was so exciting. And
look at this place, the history, the tradition. It is an iconic landmark venue, almost 100 years old. It's had many types of events here. In I think it was 67, I was here for Eugene McCarthy for President Rally. So it's now time for a hockey game to take place in this venerable, special place.
I think they both have their place. Seeing that this year there will not be a All-Star game, it probably does in this year, but only this year. There's a special place for this outdoor game, and it embodies the origination of the game, where it was outside and where it was pond hockey, and I think it brings that kind of fan into experiencing what professional hockey is in the environment that they grew up in.
Today's game capacity that we talked about earlier it's going to be 40 guys, and there's 40 guys last year played at Wrigley, and that's it. Pretty much you think it's done because you got to travel around and find new exciting places to play. So 40 guys who get to say we were the only ones who were able to play in this situation in front of this type of crowd, and it was a successful event. And for us, I think the fact that we play in Boston, as successful as the Red Sox are, it brings more excitement to the game to know that you're playing in their venue. And I'm excited as a hockey player. It's obviously an honor to be a member of National Hockey League. It's a humbling experience to know that you're one of the 700 players in the world to get to play in this league. But then to further be allowed to play in this situation and have this type of attention paid to it, I'm really anticipating. I'm excited. Not to say I'm excited for the summer to be over, but I'm ready to put the skates on now and get ready for this game.
I mean, I've been sitting on my couch, and I've said to the wife that I'd really like to be a part of that one day. And I mean, we're fortunate enough now to have it in Boston, so it's going to be unbelievable. I'm really excited for it.
I mean, you've been at the pinnacle, but at the same time, there's been notion of the players who played in the saying, it really takes us back to playing pond hockey outdoors when it's really cold.
Definitely. I mean, I didn't play a whole lot of pond hockey growing up. I was out there a little bit as a kid, but it's really it's pretty cool just to be a part of this whole ordeal.
And when you live here and you understand the history of this ballpark, I guess that must add something to it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I stick around here all summer too, so I get to come to a few games, and it's definitely my favorite ballpark to come watch a game. So to be able to play it here, I can't wait to see what it's like with the rink out here and look around and just take it all in once we get started.
At our outdoor rink, instead of boards like this, they set up bales, and we just put bales all the way around the rink. And sometimes if you shot too hard, it would go right into the bale, and you'd be sitting there shuffling through straw and hay and trying to get your puck out of the boards. But I think with something like this, it's just the scenery and everything that's going to go into this. It's just going to be amazing.
Thanks, man. Can you recall the last time you played outside?
Can I recall? Yeah, actually, I was probably in 10th grade. And I was actually in Notre Dame school back home, a little private Catholic school there, and we went out on the pond one day, and we were just playing out there when we could get ice, and so that was probably a good, almost 8 years ago now.
I know you're probably a sports fan. The Red Sox are on TV all the time. In Buffalo, they're not. The Cubs aren't always on TV. So you've seen this place in action. It must be something to think of the possibilities.
Well, it's remarkable to be just standing on the field right now. You do see it on TV and you see it, but TV really doesn't do it justice like being here in person does. And to think that there's going to be a hockey rink right here is, that's unbelievable. To think that they're going to be able to do something like that, and they have done it, in other places, which is just a great testament to all the hard work they put into something.
You know what? It's more of a passing at a meeting since the commissioners say if there's a list that'd like to be put on it, and then discuss the merits of our application. And it began that way, and over time you get a little bit better at the process, and here we are.
And I don't know if you know about this, but the two winners of the Winter Classic both also in Stanley Cup finals. Do you actually really want to win this game?
I'll get back to you on that one. I don't know if I'm some deep thought there.
Pittsburgh and Detroit.
That's why they pay the big bucks. They're looking into the fact checking. I don't know if that holds any value for us. It's get our season off on the right foot, the same as we did last year, mimic our starts, and hopefully use this game as a catapult to the excitement. You get into the mid part of the season, sometimes you have difficulty finding that focus, and this should help us really find the focus in January. And we shouldn't be thinking at that point about the fact that the teams that won later went on to lose in the highest level you can get to. So it's stunning to that question. No, I'm thinking, how do I answer it diplomatically and politically correct and say, no, I don't want to win if I'm not going to win the cup. Yeah. So yeah, you want to put on a show for everybody here, and I think that's your first and foremost work.